Hi YouTubers, this is Sylvia coming at you. I'm just leaving work. The sun is gorgeous. It's a beautiful day. The end of September 29th. The leaves are changing. I think I'm going to head up north and take some video this weekend. Farther up in where I live, Michigan, and get some fall colors because it's just too gorgeous. Too much. But my family is still very difficult with what happened with my son's friend. My heart is broken. I miss him. I really didn't want to talk about that one. That wasn't what I was calling. I'm having a rant and ride because I had to go to court the other day for some medical bills, which was absolutely ludicrous. But anyway, I got a bill in the mail in March, and it was to call this particular lawyer in Michigan. So we tried to. My daughter did. I did. My son did for several months. And he never called. Well, he called maybe twice. But one time I told him to talk to my son because Noah was going to take care of the whole circumstance and figure out a payment plan or whatever. Even during COVID, which sort of stunk, they got rid of a lot of medical bills for people, but not mine. Which is alright. It doesn't matter. But anywho, he tried to get a hold of me a couple weeks ago, and I just didn't answer. And then when I did answer, he was like, "Can we talk?" And I'm like, "No, I need to discuss something with somebody else." And so I said bye, and then I just didn't bother to answer. Well, when we went to court, he was videotaping, or he was video there, and Noah was also with me. And I was pretty relaxed because their process of intimidation is there. You know, you got several cops, guns, badges, things like that. You know, dressed up people that don't acknowledge your presence. So it's all about the whole court thing is fear, is to make the herds fear those people, which is sad, you know, to a certain degree. So he was talking to us and basically accused my son of lying, then accused me of not answering the phone, and these kinds of things. Then the judge came in, and the lawyer jumped on him and said, you know, she hung up on me, she never answered her phone, and then the judge said, "Did you do that, Miss Keller?" And I said, "No, I answered the phone, I just didn't give him what he wanted." You know, and so then his attitude changed. He became curt, and he said, "Put your mask up above your nose," and very authoritatively. And then he said, "You are here to represent yourself." On and on it went, and I couldn't because they disregarded me completely. The lawyer wanted 3 more months of discovery, and the judge said, "No, we got 60 days." And I was just the accused sitting there and being judged. And it was humiliating. And I walked out, and I was sort of hurt by how it progressed. And I went home, and I was sort of angry. Not really bad angry. I just was like, whatever. Whatever. So I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in Chicago, Jamie. I've done lots of videos with Jamie. I was talking, and the whole 5D evolution, the whole, evolving, because when I went home, I said, why does this happen to me continually, where people belittle me or try to intimidate me, and I'm a good person. I was talking to him in the 5D world. I want to always be in 5D, but you have to go to 3D. But do you? I mean, really, do you? Or is the 3D always there, and the 5D is always there, and it's how you choose to react to everything that puts you in the 5D? Because when I was talking to him, the words came into my head very clearly: you're victimizing yourself. And I was like, oh, wait a minute here. It was a total epiphany on the ego. Because those men did not physically harm me in any way, shape, or form. They didn't intimidate me. They didn't, they did not harm me in a physical way. They hurt my ego. They hurt my ego as a woman. They hurt my ego. And I was just like, snap at that moment. Those dudes, I allowed them to victimize me. I allowed them to make me feel that way. A secure person who doesn't have, because my father was a very domineering man, and you had to listen. Boom, you had to listen, and whatever. So he was very intimidating all the time, or he'd yell at you, or hit you, or whatever. It was always like that. So I think that I never dealt with those kind of intimidation issues. So I think it was a victimization that I allowed to continue forever. Because my brother tries to, he makes fun of me. Oh, you're ugly, you're fat. And then gangs up on me. My sister says it. I had it all through high school. I don't have it so much now because you can't affect me if I don't care. If I don't care that I'm ugly, it doesn't matter. So why let it bother me? So these guys trying to tell me that I lied really made me frustrated because they were making me a victim of their attitudes. So it was like, oh my gosh, I allowed people to victimize me, and that is what this whole ascension is about, is not allowing the people, anybody, be it your wife, your kids, your not allowing them to victimize you anymore, to put yourself, I mean, you have to go in 3D world. If I go to Myers tomorrow, somebody might say, oh, you're fat and ugly. I can react to that, or I can just let it be. And that's my 5D world. Show them love. Love you too. Love you. Have a great day. I don't have to perpetuate the negativity, because the negativity will not be no longer reciprocated to myself. And that puts me in 5D all the time, because I'm showing self-love every day. It's awareness. It made so much sense of monks going off in the wilderness and just being by themselves, about how they can walk through a place of people that are picking at them and saying their garb or what they wear. Even the Amish, what they wear is plain clothes. Nobody looks different, so there's no ego to say he looks better than me or she looks better than me. There really isn't. They took away part of the ego. They helped together, their community. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that society is what I want to do, or even think that that's right. But instead of hiding from the 3D world, which I was trying to do, and sort of misconstrued the whole idea of sitting in my backyard hiding from that, I have to be around it. And it is not about changing the planet. It's about changing ourselves and bringing ourselves to 5D with our reaction, to get rid of our ego. And I think that's why it's so difficult for people, because they like to be angry, or they like to dwell in their negativity, or their depression, or their frustrations, or even grief. to it, just like me being a victim to those people yesterday and realizing finally that I have to stop this. I have to stop allowing somebody to say something to me and it affecting me and hurting my ego. That's all it did. It hurt my ego. My feelings. He hurt my feelings. No, he didn't hurt your feelings. I allowed him to hurt my feelings. I don't need feelings for that regard. I really don't. Why did I allow him to do that? But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say about that kind of thing. I would really like people to watch my Japan video. Well, the video about the young man that my son lost, that we lost last week. And if anybody has, any suggestions or information regarding, different things that happen in other countries, let me know. They want justice. It's not going to make a difference in my world if I get justice or not. My sweet little boy is gone. Doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. They never come back, no matter who suffers or why they suffer or how they suffer. It doesn't bring it back to me. But anyway, I just wanted to make a short, sweet video about what I felt the ascension was about, instead of making it about the whole world and the Chinese coming to Canada, or the masks on children, or the Jabberwockies, or the government. It has really nothing to do with them. It's how you're going to react to the whole situation. That's what it is. I remember reading about this gentleman who was in Vietnam. He was a Vietnam prisoner for years, and he never said that he was a Vietnam prisoner. What he said is that I was always free. I was in a cage, I was in a house, whatever you want to say, but my mind was always free. That's what I want. I can have peace wherever I'm at, because I'm allowing myself to have peace. And nobody's going to take that, not from me. Thanks. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a great day. And yes, I did make this. I knitted it. I just think it's sort of cute. Thanks for watching.